Welcome to the Draft Professor channel, home of Epic Mock 26, April 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Welcome to the Draft Professor, everybody. I'm Jim. I am joined by Newt and Owen. Special shout out to Dylan, who's going to be tweeting out all of the picks for the mock draft that we are about to do. So, Owen, you've been following the marathon mock. Would you like to comment on Jake Slaughter?
Yeah, I got into it with a couple Panthers fans last night while I was laying in bed before, having to fall asleep, go to work. But I kept getting my phone blown up by some mentions about how they don't like good football players for playing for their for their football team in a spot that they need players for.
Dude, like
they wanted C.J. Allen, they wanted Anthony Hill Jr. I can't remember who else they were asking for in that spot over him.
Is it Luke Fortner or
their
is that
current set starter? And like Lou was on the board, and I was advocating for Lou, but Jerry doesn't like Lou that much. Me and Randall were Lou guys, but Jerry wanted Slaughter, and I'm not so different between the two that I would fight that.
I don't know a team out there that would say like, oh yeah, Luke Fortner, that's our guy. That's who we're going with. Like, yeah, I'm excited to, Packers have Sean Ryan, and I think Sean Ryan is a decent placeholder, but I would be even open to drafting a center early on. So,
especially in this class,
yeah.
Like that night, right before we went live, I posted on my YouTube channel my top 10 centers list, and so I was like, this is perfect because I just got done going through this whole class, and it's like, yes, you could get other guys maybe a little bit later, but like Slaughter is so good in that list.
So good. I mean, he is. It's 1 and 2, and then a pretty sizable gap after that.
Hey, Newt, do you know what we're celebrating tonight?
I can't tell if you're being silly or not, but I'm going to say the lead up to the Cheesehead TV draft guide being released tomorrow.
That and the Buffalo Sabres having 100 points for the first time since 2009, 2010. And this will most likely be the last night of the playoff drought, Mr. Red Wings buddy. I've had this sitting on my desk for like a month waiting for them to clinch a spot in the playoffs.
Owen's about to set his room on fire, and Newt's going to have to do this mock draft by himself.
Dude, I'm so pissed off.
Okay, and this is why you don't have open flames on a podcast.
That was the greatest thing that could have happened from that. I love it.
Okay, well, let's get to the marathon mock. So, Dylan, so that you know, like Newt said, we got to get to pick 160. He's going to make 2 Packers picks today. So, the first team up, Newt, is the Denver Broncos. They've selected Dominique Orange in round 2, Aiden Fisher in round 4. They're back on the clock again in round 4. I think, the draft professors say that they need a wide receiver or tight end. They could also use a running back.
Wait, a tight end? Is Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely are both under contract for this team, correct?
Denver.
Oh, why did I go? Oh, you know why? I literally just followed Ravens Realist on Twitter. And so my mind was like Ravens pick. Denver, yep. Okay, now we're back. So, I definitely see the tight end conversation.
Yeah, so Orange and Fisher were their 2 picks. I can see them going a lot of directions here, but there are some decent running backs available. So Mike Washington's here, Katron Allen's here, Jamari Taylor, and I'm thinking, Emmett Johnson is also available.
So Fat Man is my RB2 at like number 50 or something like that. If we're gonna go running back, I would be pounding the table for Katron Allen. If Owen wanted if we wanted to go running back, and Owen wanted to go his boy, is Jonah Coleman still available or no?
No, Coleman went about 3 picks ago.
Oh,
Jonah Coleman went at pick 101 to the Titans.
Okay. I don't know, Owen. What are your thoughts?
So, are we talking about this exclusively being tight end or running back? Now that my house isn't on fire anymore.
No,
that's I mean, who would you consider for Denver after Dominique Orange and Aiden Fisher?
That is a good 1-2 punch. I was gonna say because there were other spots I would probably would have looked at, but I forgot that was what we had gone with them previously because that is kind of adds to the list of guys that they they missed out on Justin Strnad, I believe. I mean I'm never opposed to adding offensive linemen, even especially because there's going to be injuries.
Trey Zune is probably going to be our favorite offensive lineman to place.
Ooh,
yeah, that or like a down lineman for them because they run a scheme where they're going to be rotating some guys in and have a more multiple front style. So if you have a player that's like you really like for that, I know they have their pass rush is pretty set, but like specifically the down lineman, I would also take a look at for them, just so that way.
Wait, in addition to Dominique Orange,
they can have options.
In addition to Dominique Orange,
I think so. Dominique at nose tackle because they have Malcolm Roach there.
Right.
Zach Allen, and then. You know what they're a stacked team. I mean, there's a reason they were as high up as they were in the playoffs. So I mean, I think you could go with a spoiler Richards here with running back. That's if like, are you guys out on Harvey for that spot specifically?
I've never been a big Harvey fan. But he was an older prospect too, wasn't he? When he was taken,
or so yeah.
I thought he was like a 5th or 6th year player. My board. And kind of everything like with where it's falling, especially if you're talking about running back in the conversation, I really like Kaytron Allen.
Oh, and where do you have Kaytron Allen graded?
I have Allen with an early 4th. He's up there. He's right after Singleton. I have Hemby and Claiborne graded above him, but that might still be available.
Okay, Dallas. I put Kaytron Allen in. Dallas on the clock at 112.
Who do we have already? I got to figure out how to read this board.
So Dallas has taken Jeremiah Love, John McCoy, Joshua Joseph. I think they need a safety, another corner, a linebacker, and or another edge.
Defensive interior. I'm thinking defensive interior as well.
Well, they have a lot of, so what the Dallas draft professors tell me is they have a lot of money invested there between Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark.
Both, I mean, how old's Quinn? Like Kenny Clark's old. How old's Quinnen Williams?
Can't even be 30 yet.
So is there a defensive tackle?
I'm not saying that but he's what? Quinnen Williams, what, 28?
He's 28.
28. I mean, you got a 32-year-old defensive tackle and a 28-year-old defensive tackle, and that's keeping you from drafting a DT?
But over safety or linebacker, which are immediate needs. So
yeah, Shamar James is their other inside
I'll agree.
linebacker.
Is there a linebacker worth drafting here over a defensive tackle?
So I think the best linebackers are probably Elarms Orr is still available. Harold Perkins is also available. Betcher, Kyle Lewis just went a few picks ago.
I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like that linebacker board as you're reading it off. Like the best player there is Harold Perkins, and I'm not asking him to play linebacker. I'm asking him to play like nickelback or star.
Okay. Bud Clark, Genesis Smith are safeties, and Dallas is one of the teams that's in on Caleb Downs, so they need help in the secondary as well. So
I think so they added Jalen Thompson at strong safety, and they have Malik Hooker at free safety. So like they're not like hurting. I don't think either of those guys would prevent me from drafting like a Caleb Downs, but I wouldn't think it'd be pushed to the top of their needs. So I can definitely see adding those two players. Cause I have both of them graded higher than where we're currently picking at.
Do we like Corleone or McClellan?
I like both those players here at this range.
I like both of those guys, and I'm looking. I got Corleone, like higher than McClellan. Wow, I'm really low on McClellan. I would lean Corleone, I guess. That's just me. I don't know, Owen. I feel like I bullied my way into the last pick. What do you think?
I have Corleone like a handful of spots higher than McClellan, so I'm fine with that pick. He's not just like, because they already have, in Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams, they have two bigger body guys.
Yeah.
Quinnen Williams obviously can unlock more there, but like Corleone, if he can unlock some more of that pass rush twitchiness he had in his younger years at Cincinnati and not just be the kind of run stuffer, then he can be an extra dimension that can add to that D-line front. But if not, if he's just what he was his final year at Cincinnati, then he can be the heir apparent to Kenny Clark.
Correct.
So Indianapolis has done Jake Golday, Darrell Jackson Jr. And this is their
Oh, Golden
round
going that
4
early,
pick.
I love. So Jim, I'm gonna read what I think, and I look at so they got wide receiver taken care of, they got defensive interior, safety, and I think another wide receiver. I don't know what else you think based on conversations you've had.
So I think I would be going both of those directions. I would be curious if they need offensive line as well.
You can always use offensive line. There's never-
Exactly.
There's never a
Exactly.
draft where you can't use an offensive lineman.
You gotta take at least 4 linemen every draft for me to grade it as an A.
Can I float an idea here?
Do it.
Yeah.
Quarterback?
Who's the quarterback though?
I know who
my
he
guy-
wants.
My guy.
Oh my god!
You want to
You want to take your guy that you could get in the 6th round,
Yep.
in the 4th round?
But stamp the mock. If you've got a guy you like and you've got a fit for him, stamp the mock, because you guys are about to see some picks as we start going through each team. You're going to be like, wow, that's going to be a little bit different.
I'm
Jeremy
hands off.
Hines
I'm
lived
hands
the
off
other
with this. If Owen wants to do it, I feel like I had a lot of control over the first 2. I know he's Owen's boy. I will. I'm not going to give my blessing. I'm not
Well,
going that far.
All
But
right, so here,
I will not interfere.
I'll throw out 3 names for you, Newt, and then you can knock off one, and I'll pick from the other 2.
Okay, I respect
So,
that.
Aller at quarterback. I think that'd be an interesting pick here. Genesis Smith at safety, which is another, I know, not one of your favorite guys here.
You just can't tap.
Or Trey Zune at interior offensive line. Those are the 3 players I would be personally looking at this spot with how the board fell.
I think I know
Right.
which one Newt's going to eliminate.
No,
But-
I'm not.
Oh, and I liked how you gave him 2 players he doesn't like to eliminate. I noticed that.
That was intention. That was my intention.
Who's the second player?
Genesis Smith.
Oh,
Get rid of
Alar,
Genesis.
Genesis Smith, and Trey Zune.
Actually, I don't know. Don't get rid of Genesis Smith. I actually have him graded right around here. I've got Genesis Smith graded 117 on my board.
Yeah.
They need a safety too. Get rid of.
Yeah.
You know what? Get rid of Trey Zone, and then you have whatever fun you want to. All right.
All right, so I have, just looking at my board, Genesis Smith is 89th on my board, and Aller is 74th. I think Smith is going to offer a bit more instant impact, so we'll go with him right now, and then maybe we can swing around and get a quarterback.
That's the
at a later
mature.
pick.
That's the mature move there, Owen.
It does hurt me to see him go to a team that isn't the Buffalo Bills, though. I love Genesis Smith. How could I understand the tackling, right? Pretend you didn't see the tackling part of the tape. What else? What else is your opinion of Genesis Smith?
Overruns interior rushes and opens up the top too often. Bites on play action, and then the recovery speed I'm not blown away by. I think that there's a real reason he didn't run the 40, because that's hey, I have something to hide here. Those are the things I like Genesis Smith as a coverage, as a rangy cover safety that can kind of put a blanket over the top. I think he's smooth. I think he's got great length. Obviously, this year with the production and the forced incompletion percentage is ludicrous. It's just anytime he's coming downhill, I get a little nervous. And I want to point this out. I literally yesterday posted a clip of Genesis Smith, a little peanut punch, forced fumble. I did that. I'm showing the good people both sides of the Genesis Smith coin.
Well, and we might have a chance to talk about safety again here. So Philadelphia is on the clock. They selected Malachi Lawrence in round 1, Bryce Lance in round 2, Oscar Delp and Thaddeus Dixon in round 3. Their biggest need that this mock hasn't touched is safety. Bud Clark, Genesis Smith, both here. There's probably some other
Smith is
safeties
gone.
we could discuss.
Smith is gone.
Oh, I didn't delete him. That was my mistake.
I mean, Bud Clark would be an awesome pick here for them. I think I like him a lot as a split field guy. He was able to show off some better short-handed tackling, had a bunch of ball production, so I like him as specifically the strong safety to complement Andrew Makuba. I could definitely see that as a spot for him here.
Because what is? I'm trying to think. Blankenship's gone, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so their current safeties duo is Andrew Makuba and Marcus Epps.
And Sidney Brown. Let's not like.
No, Sidney Brown got traded.
Oh, we got traded. I didn't see
Yeah.
that. That's probably better for him.
Michael Carter second,
okay.
Andre Sam. Those are your other backups there. Unless they move
All
like
right.
Reek Wall into safety.
I would like, but if the Bud Clark is kind of the name that is that where you're kind of going with this, Owen?
That's where I'm leaning towards. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be fine with Bud Clark. I've got him ahead of Genesis Smith on my board. Bud Clark's 92 overall, so there's actually a pretty significant gap between those two.
So this is a really important pick because this is only the Ravens' third pick of the mock. The Ravens in round 1 traded up for Carnell Tate.
Respect.
So they selected Keelan Rutledge in round 3. But the Ravens have a few needs. They have a lot of
Connor
picks
Lew.
here on day 3.
I want Connor Lew for the Ravens. That is who I want.
No.
Yes, that is who I want. Who do they have playing center right now? Because it's not Linderbaum.
Well, would it be
No.
Trey Zune or would it be Connor Lew?
Corey
It'd
Bullock.
be
Right now
Lou.
they're saying
Like Lou is so much better.
It would be Lou. Lou is significantly greater.
Where do you want to go outside of center? Like, and I'll plant my flag really quick, and then we can be over with that. And I know, like, I'm not much higher in him than you, but like he's 46 on my board. Yes, he's coming off of a ACL tear, but like they've obviously set up. Aside from that, I think Connor Lew. This is like the perfect transition the Ravens could have asked for.
Yeah, he's 31st overall on my board.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm the one shitting on him over here with 46 on your board, on my board. You got him 31, and you're hesitant to take the guy.
No, I was I didn't see him on the board, so I was like, I didn't know if he was still there.
I see he was staring me in the face. He said, "Please pick me."
Okay. So we apparently, according to JT in the last one, we screwed up because we took a tight end when we should have taken Lee Hunter. But Buccaneers are on the clock, and apparently defensive tackle is a big need, according to JT. Round 1 was Denzel Boston, Cassius Howell, Max Clare. So this draft is heavily offense. But
I
they
really
need
like- I like them
They
getting
need-
Cassius Howell.
Thank you. They need linebacker and they need defensive tackle.
I mean, McClellan is still on the board. Sorry. McClellan is still on the board for me, and that's like for nose tackles. If you're looking at Lee Hunter, that's my next. That would be my next move there.
I would guess I'm about the same. McClellan, like I said, he's a little bit lower for me. He's 157 on my board, but like I think it becomes a lot more specific in terms of what do you need. Jim, is there like I saw Tim Keenan the third. Is there anyone else? I'm not looking to take him here, by the way. Is there anyone else for like DT?
Is Cole Brevard still there?
Yes.
I would like Culver Bard a little bit more than McClellan.
I like McClellan more overall, but I like the upside Brevard has than McClendon does as a pass rusher because he showed it off.
You
at
said
Purdue.
Chris McClellan's name about 12 different ways on this mock.
Listen, let's stop talking about him then. Let's put Cole Brevard and move on.
No.
Well, I thought you wanted to pick McClellan so we don't have to like hypothesize about him getting picked anymore.
Well, no, and Owen knows my theme. Yeah, if Owen starts talking about somebody, we have to draft him so that Owen talks about somebody else.
Oh. So what are like just so we're not like missing anything? The needs that I have are like tight end and edge, which have both been addressed. We're talking about the Buccaneers,
Bucks.
right? Okay.
Correct.
I want to make sure I didn't have another weird Ravens Denver moment. I think interior offensive line, linebacker, and then interior defensive line. I like I said, I really don't like the linebacker board right now. I would be.
What do
fine
you not
going-
like about their interior offensive line?
I'm not saying I don't like their
No.
interior offensive line. I'm saying that like that could be a need as you start to move forward. Obviously, they've got center from Duke. Why am I blanking?
Graham Barton,
Graham Barton, and then
Cody Mock at guard,
Mock.
and Ben Bredesen.
Brent and with that, I think that any one of those guys, because they're all going to come up due, like for contracts, you want some kind of lying in the wait. Fourth round's
Yes.
a great opportunity to grab that. I'm not saying guard is like the biggest need, but if DT is the way that we should go, I would be fine with McClellan here.
All right, let's go with McClellan, so I can stop trying to say his name.
McClendon.
I'm gonna start calling him McCallan.
McMillan. McNichol.
Okay.
You think with an MC name, or an MCC name, I'd be more accustomed to it. Nope.
So the next team is the Raiders, and this is only the Raiders' fourth pick of the mock because they traded up in round 1. So they've done Mendoza, Ioane, Branch. Is there an interior offensive lineman or a defensive tackle that we like for the Raiders here?
I don't know if they need a 3-tech or
Why-
a 1-tech. That's the problem.
Hey,
They were in on Kristen Miller.
They got Tonka Hemingway there, okay, sir.
So they got a little tiny guy. They need some beef, is what you're saying.
They have 3 down linemen right now listed with Tyree Wool, with Quiddy Pay, Quay Walker, N'Kobe Dean, Max Crosby as their other part of that front 7. I mean, none of that's particularly like, I'm not jumping off. Like Thomas Booker is a backup, JJ Pegues, Tonka Hemingway. Like they have some guys, they have some bodies there.
They picked up both Piggies and Hemingway.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they went for the small guys.
Yep.
What?
But that's why they would put a bigger guy.
Yeah.
There's a need for a bigger guy there.
If it was defensive interior, I'd want to go more likely than not Brevard then. But I'm not tied to that.
I like that idea. Do they not still hate DJ Glaze at right tackle? Is that not like a thing that I've never...
They need offensive line. There's no doubt they need. I mean, they've taken Vega.
Right. So
Right,
they took
already
Vega,
in the
they
mock.
You're
signed.
addressing the interior, but not the tackle.
They signed Linderbaum.
Right.
They have Jackson Powers Johnson at guard, Colton Miller at left tackle with Charles
Yeah.
Grant in the wings.
So we get to make 2 picks for the Raiders before we finish this podcast. Would you do an offensive tackle like Crownover and wait for the defensive tackle, or would you do Brevard and then see if a project tackle drops?
I'm not in love with Cronover. I'd rather take Brevard here.
I'm fine with that. I would be like if Wagner, was kind of laying in wait in the 5th round or something like that. I'd be fine with that.
Texas, right?
Yep. By way of Purdue.
By way of what is it? UCF or something like that.
No, that was
Penn State.
Yeah, Lee Hunter was UCF.
That's right.
Because I remember when I was still in recruiting with UB, Lee Hunter was in my group of guys to watch in the transfer portal, and I watched him. I was like, "Damn, this guy can play!" And then it was like, "All right, you got to sign to Texas Tech. All right, cool. Black, he's out of our range."
Okay, so the next team that's up in the mock is the Detroit Lions. They have taken Akeem Mesidor in round 1 and Blake Miller in round 2. So I like that draft.
Ooh, Blake Miller. Which one's playing left tackle? That's my question. I saw some comments from Campbell that it might be Sewell.
Right. So Blake Miller would be the right tackle there, right?
He'd have to be unless you're gonna just lock Sewell into right tackle. All right, that's a choice.
Okay. So the Lions have a sneaky need at corner because Tyrion Arnold isn't working out. But I could also see him going offensive lineman like Trey Zoon seems to be staring at me, and they do need a center.
They just signed Cade Mays in free agency from the
Okay,
Panthers.
thank you.
So
I don't.
what's wrong with Tyrion Arnold? Like he was a 1st-round pick, like what, last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah, but I was told that he's not really a scheme fit and he's not exactly working out.
Man, I would take a flyer on that guy. If they're ready to move on from him, I loved him coming out of Alabama.
I gotta know this now. I mean, I'm not saying we can't go cornerback. I feel like the Lions have cycled through cornerbacks like crazy over the last
Well,
few years.
they drafted Rakestraw Arnold in the same draft,
Right.
Yeah.
right? In like
Right.
round 1 and round 2. But
Correct.
I was told that one of them, like Ian Cummings, was saying that corner's a sneaky need because one of them isn't working out.
I'm not saying anything, and like, I'm not saying PFF grades are king or anything, but dude had an 85 coverage grade last year for the Lions and an 89 defense grade overall. Like 5 picks, 13 pass breakups last year. He had an
Would
NFL passer rating towards him of 50.
Okay. Would they take a running back here?
No.
They signed a Pacheco.
Yeah.
Thank you.
With Pacheco and Gibbs, there's no way.
All right,
I mean,
all right.
maybe there's a way. I shouldn't say that.
Well,
but
Do we
Is
want to piss off Lions
Malachi?
fans?
Okay, well, okay. I have to remember Owens on this podcast. I already know what he would say about Malachi Fields. Malachi Fields feels like a Detroit wide receiver, but I already know where Owen is on that.
he would be
Where
a
did
he
great
play?
compliment. But who did they draft last year?
Isaac Tesla, Jameson
yeah.
Williams, and Amon-Ra St. Brown are the
Yeah.
starting
They've
three.
got
Okay,
actually
yeah.
a pretty stout room, and then
Yep.
you've tossed in Laporta into that. I do like.
Do-
I like the way that Malachi
Would this
Fields
be-
complements the other two.
Okay.
But
Caleb Proctor, Sam Roushert is here. Red Murdoch is here.
Do we want to
Stribling
piss off
is
Lions fans?
here. Perkins.
Actually, I shouldn't be asking Newt this question.
I mean, I'm always down for pissing off Lions fans.
Because, I mean, the roster overall is not bad. They need guys to stay healthy, and we've already addressed their two biggest needs in edge and O-tackle. Do we look for the future successor to Jared Goff? Jim tried to give it to him last year.
That is true. No, who did he try to? But it
We
was
tried to give him Will Howard.
he was trying to give him Will Howard. That's what it was in the first round. The Lions. So they took the edge. They took the offensive tackle. What do we have for defense? We don't have shit for defensive tackle. Ooh, Onyedim. I really like Onyedim. That is my boy. Just kind of hanging out at the top. So I'm gonna do this. If it were my pick, I would want to go Onyedim. I'm gonna let Owen make the pick though. If he wants to get his
We
boy,
can do that.
we're gonna do
Let's
that.
go.
We've already
Let's go,
given
Owen.
him about 4 minutes.
Yeah, go with Onyedim because I mean I like their D tackle room, but I haven't gotten eyes on Onyedim at all.
How have you not gotten eyes on Onyedim yet?
Just to make you mad, Newt, specifically.
It's disgusting.
Okay. Panthers are up.
Oh God, I abstain. I'm not getting roasted again.
Well, I'll make the pick. I don't mind getting roasted. Okay.
Another
I got
first
one.
round wide receiver? My God, this team.
So this is Sam Roush.
I was gonna pick Jolie.
You like
But-
Jolie? Okay, let's go Jolie.
I'm Jolie over Roush.
Okay.
But I was tight. Jim, we were straight in line with tight end.
And
I mean,
great
yeah.
Newt, great minds. That's just the way it works sometimes.
Got that right. And other than that shit pick of Jake Slaughter that Owen took.
Yeah,
Okay.
terrible.
Newt, this is all you. Green
Oh
Bay.
yeah, I picked for them last night, and Brian Maffey hated me for it.
I don't get that. Like, Mafi does not like Dunker, but Dunker tested better than I think a lot of people expected. And I thought that would get Mafi to be like, all right, fine.
He'll be high on the interior offensive line rankings that you can check out on the Cheesehead TV tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure he will be.
Okay.
Like,
So
shit,
Newt,
shit,
Jennings,
shit.
Dunker, Lee Hunter were the first 2 picks.
Oh, was
Gotta
that
be
Lee Hunter in the
bad.
third?
That was a pick that I made.
I thought it was Lee Hunter in the second for a hot minute. I was like, man, this is all right.
Well, so what are your thoughts here at pick 120? It's
Corner,
got to be
right?
corner, right?
Yeah, it's corner or edge or interior, or no, we already grabbed interior. Corner or edge.
I'm
What,
getting
you
you a
want to come
player
into the
list.
season with Carrington Valentine and Benjamin St. Juste and Keyshawn Nixon as your starting corners?
No, I don't.
Okay. So corners which are available, like Masses is here. Damani Jackson in round
Ugh.
4.
What
Mass
kind of
is in
corner
round 4.
do they like, Newt?
They like athletic big corners.
Rivers,
Is-
Moten, those
is
are the
Takario
opposite of big
Davis
athletic.
or-
Is it?
Wait, is Takario
Davis
Davis
is
available?
gone.
Oh,
Davis is gone.
Why would you
What
say
about
that,
Demings?
Owen? That's so
Is
rude.
Prysock still available?
Is who?
Prysock.
Ephesians
Yes,
Prysock.
Prysock is here. Yes.
That's a bit early for Prysock. So I've
I
got
have him graded right with Davis.
Thaddeus Dixon was drafted, so I got to take him.
I've got actually. Oh, I don't. The problem is, I know they won't because he tested so damn poorly. But Hezekiah Masses, I feel like I'd piss off Brian if I did that. And maybe maybe
DJ
that's a good thing.
Hall, Toriano Pride, Andre Fuller from Toledo.
No, I mean
Amari
Andre Fuller
Hardy.
is awesome. So hold it right there, real quick. Is that? Oh, so that's just that anyone. So wait, what are the top cornerbacks on the board? So we got. God
I'd
dang.
probably say it's Demings or Jackson that
Demings
would
is
meet
fine.
the Packers' thresholds.
Demings.
Have you-
Demings probably would. And no, Jackson is. I'm out on Jackson. I don't give a shit if he meets the Packers thresholds. I'm out, especially not here. This is just. It's too. It's too early.
Could go running back.
I wouldn't hate that, but I don't like a running back that's here. What's the edge board? Who are the edges?
What do you have against Lucas Van Ness?
That he hasn't done anything in 3 years, and he's a first round pick. Like I
Oh,
hope. LT Overton. I want it. LT Overton. If he's here, we're taking him.
Ew.
Yep, LT Overton. I'm gonna piss off every Packer fan with that pick.
I like the player, but like for the Packers?
Playing a 3-4? Pop that man in at 4-eye and let him cook? Are you kidding me?
Are they
That's-
still in the 3-4? The Hourglass has them at a 4-3.
It's gonna be a 3. It's gonna be probably. It's gonna be a multiple, like a true multiple, but it's probably gonna be a little bit more 3-4, I would guess. And so.
And you're wondering why Lucas Van Ness hasn't played? He's not a 3-4 defensive end.
He was drafted before Jeff Hafley came. Once again, like okay, fine, put it this way. Then you've got Lucas Van Ness and you've got LT Overton playing the 4-eye. You stick whoever. I mean, it'll be Wyatt once he gets back, but he's not actually a true one tech. It'll be fine. We'll be good. I want LT. We're going with that.
Got it. Steelers are on the clock. They've taken Ty Simpson, Caleb Banks, Antonio Williams, Keontae Scott, Jalen Farmer.
When was Caleb Banks taken?
Round 2, pick
I took him
53.
there.
Okay.
Is Llewellyn still on the board?
Yes.
I would love to see him as coming
Do
off
it.
the edge as like a
I don't even
space-
give a shit. This is my boy. Go for it.
Like they need to get cheaper at edge because they have Highsmith paid, they have Watt paid. I don't know if Herbig has been paid yet, but they've been so expensive on defense. I think they start just adding. That was my same argument for Caleb Banks to replace down the road that expensive D line front. Like you need to start replacing guys that are paid with some upcoming rookies. So Llewellyn definitely raw in the run game, but like as a just a true DPR. Come in, spell, especially if Watt or someone goes down with injury. I love it.
Yeah, don't put that man on early down situations, but
He's properly buried in that depth chart. He does not need to worry about that.
I love it. That's awesome.
Okay. Atlanta's up. They've selected Jeremy Bernard and Tacario Davis. So they've addressed arguably their two biggest needs, but they do need an edge to replace James Pierce. They do need a defensive tackle, and they need offensive line depth. And Zune is still here.
I don't hate
I
that.
have a very controversial player that
Go
I
for
want for this team. I want Red Murdoch. And then you get
Go for
Jalen
it.
Walker outside and let him kind of cook as that outside guy and let Red Murdoch live in the middle.
Would you do Murdoch over York?
Oh, but that changes the whole dynamic.
They signed, so according to our lads, they signed Christian Harris, who's penciled in to be their weak linebacker. And then they have Divine Diablo and Troy Anderson as their potential Mikes, with Jalen Walker as a rush backer. James Pierce is still listed here, but he's not. They brought in Samson Ebukam to replace him. They have Deshaun Hand behind Zach Harrison, Rukorohoro at nose tackle. Kind of want to go nose tackle.
Oh, definitely. It's list Caleb Proctor.
It could be. I think it's either him or I think it's Zune because like right now Bergeron is not center right now. He's at left guard, and Ryan Nuzil is at center. But I'd rather have Bergeron at center or Bergeron stay at left guard and have Zune come in at center.
I was gonna say if Zune was gonna come in, I'd rather Bergeron just stay at guard, and send him in.
You stick him between Bergeron and Lidstrom, then that's like then their backups are pretty good too. All my guys, they got Jack Nelson and Andrew Stuber back there.
So I've got a high grade on York, but if we want to go with Zune and kind of get that offensive line flexibility, I'm fine with that as well.
We will do Trey Zune. Flint has come on numerous podcasts and has stated numerous times that offensive line depth, they had major injuries issues there last year. So
what better guy to get than someone that can play probably all 5 positions?
Yep. Okay, so the Chargers are up. The Chargers have done Emmanuel Pregnon, R. Mason Thomas, DeMonte Capehart cracked the top 100.
Third round. Woo!
Yeah. So
right when
Peter,
I fall off the wagon, he gets up to the third round.
Peter has him really high. I think Peter said defensive lineman 7.
That's almost the number of years he spent in college.
That was my guy for this entire time, and now I finally I'm like, okay, took a step back this year. I'll come off a bit. Everyone swoops in and wants to pick him up. He's still my guy. I don't care what anyone says.
Is there an wide receiver that can stretch the field that you like?
Do they want
There's
that?
a
'Cause they have
big ass
Trey
X that can.
Harris.
There's a big ass X that can catch the balls down the field. That
Yeah, you're right.
want.
Deshaun's dribbling.
Once-
They have Trey Harris, and they brought in Trey Harris last year with a second round pick. He didn't really get a lot of run. They still have Q Johnson, I believe.
It was something I was reading where the wide receiver that they needed was a field stretching X. The other position I would think here could be corner or even safety. Now, I don't know if there's a safety that we like. We're halfway through round 4 here.
I thought they were pretty set on corner actually. Like they drafted the 2 guys Hart and who
They signed Dante Jackson. They have
Is this Chandler Rivers? Safety
No,
corner slot? No.
I think because whoever they have in their nickel, I'm blanking right now. But whoever they have in the nickel is probably the best DB
Derwin
that they
James.
have.
Okay.
Derwin
Logan Jones.
Do they need a center?
They just
They have
lost.
Tyler Biadasz. They
Biadasz.
signed Biadasz from Washington. Or Biadasz.
Is that going to prevent you from drafting
They-
Logan Jones in round
No,
4?
I don't think so. In my opinion, it doesn't. Biadasz has been with 4 teams in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think with just covering the positions we talked about, corner is probably the weakest spot for them right now. Personally, just looking at their depth chart, wide receiver, they also invested in Keandre Lambert-Smith last year to add that bigger speed guy down the field on top of investing in Trey Harris. So I think interior offensive line or center with center because they already took Pregnon, and looking at corner, if there's no good corners there, I think we'd go Logan Jones would be the next highest.
I got Logan Jones 112 on my board, so I like that.
He is
Logan
let's
Jones.
see.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
Who's higher on Logan Jones? Let's see. 80th on my board.
God dang it! It's because he's an offensive lineman. Whatever, that's fine. You can be higher. than him.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
You mean the Orlando Ocelots?
Nah.
Jacksonville. Brian Parker, Jalen Kilgore, Davison Igbinison, Michael Trigg. And they have a lot of day 3 picks.
Yeah, they do.
I want
What do they need? Let's
defensive
start
line.
with that. What do they?
I think addressing line on either side makes
Wait,
sense. I think they need a defensive tackle.
What is their linebacker room look like?
Right now, so their D-line, their starting D-line is Trayvon Walker, Devon Hamilton, Eric Armstead, and Joshua Hines-Allen with Mason Smith and a bunch of nothing on the back end of there, so they could go for a depth
Okay.
D lineman. Ventrell Miller is a starting will linebacker. Olakun is their Mike, and then they have like Jack Kaiser as a backup. Nothing really crazy there either.
And
Safety
Torian York is sitting here, and Newt,
that's
that's a
where I
guy
would
that
probably
you
lean
like,
towards
right?
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Torrin York's on the board here, like that's a guy that I'm high on.
Yeah, that sounds like. Well, hold on.
And-
Let's
All right.
play our game here, Newt. Where do you have
I'm
York?
willing to play the game. What do you
Where
go?
do you have
Offensive
York?
line? Or where do I have York?
Yeah, on your big board.
Oh, I'm higher than you. Or did you actually finally watch him and like address the fact that he's a good cover linebacker?
I watched him back in January.
Yeah, you said he was trash at coverage.
No, I said Aiden Fisher is better than him at coverage.
I basically said he was trash. He's 67 on my big board.
Oh, 72.
Let's go!
Oh, the Isaiah World pick.
So the New England Patriots
They
are on
wanted
the
to
clock
make
in
you feel
round
better.
4, and we've got a couple of Patriots picks coming up here.
Oh, Zion
That-
Young is a pick for them. That's solid.
Zion Young, Skylar Bell, Isaiah World, Sam Roush.
Do they need a tight end?
They always need a tight
Who is
end.
their
It's,
tight end?
It doesn't
Hunter
matter.
Henry,
It's
is it not?
who's the coordinator?
Josh
McDaniels.
Yeah, he needs a tight end. He needs 5 of them.
Yeah, I mean they don't really have much behind him.
Would you
it's
do
Henry, Hunter
Raritan?
Henry.
Would you do Roush?
Tight end's a
Um,
big weak spot for me still at this point in the process. So that's the last position I really
Okay.
have to hit.
I would be fine with Jim if you want to get your boy Roush here.
There's a lot of people that have a day 2 on Roush.
I've seen him in top 100s for sure.
Yeah.
I might
So-
have to crush tight ends this weekend.
Yeah, you get cut up on that there, bud.
I will drive out to you right now. We can throw hands, Newt.
Sure, bud.
Okay. Owen, you get to make 3 of the next 10 picks.
Ooh,
Buffalo's
on the
back-to-back,
clock.
too.
Buffalo.
So San Francisco traded up to round 3 to get Kamari Ramsey,
That's a choice.
right? So they
You
need a
got-
safety.
To get Kamara
Um,
Ramsey. And Bud Clark and Genesis Smith were still on the board.
Right.
Correct.
All right.
So Buffalo, in this mock, has only made 2 picks. Hayden McDonald and Jayshon Barham
Oh
in
my
round
God.
2.
I should've
Actually,
known-
I guess
should've known
Barham was
Barham.
technically round 3. So
All right.
Caden McDonald, Jayshon Barham, and then Buffalo is on the clock 3 times in the next 7 picks. Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know who you're picking, but tell everybody why. It's the Ole
you
Miss
know
wide
at least
receiver.
one of them. I can tell you that. You know at least one of them.
Malachi Fields.
You're hilarious. I have linebacker and wide receiver in my mind. Like a true linebacker. I know Barham can kind of flip back and forth and play some hybrid roles there, but I want a true guy. I'm not the biggest fan of Bernard in this system, and if I don't have to have him locked into being my my Mike guy there, I could definitely go with that. We also could use another wide receiver with some speed. We added our X, but we need more of some like that downfield stuff. We haven't brought Brandon Cooks back yet. I could also look at safety, but I'm gonna go with right now. Is Malik Benson still on the board?
He is.
We'll go Malik Benson with our first pick here.
Okay, Malik Benson from Oregon. Great field stretcher there.
Yeah, and also fixes our punt returner issue right away. Like that'll be our go-to punt returner immediately.
Okay, and then you're on the clock again at pick 127.
So I know that the popular pick recently has been Elam's Orr. They just brought him in for a 30 visit. But I'm always leaning towards my guy in red as that downhill player, punch dudes in the mouth in the middle of your defense. Elam's Orr, correct me if I'm wrong, Jim, because I haven't gotten a full watch in on him. He's more of a weak side linebacker type.
I believe so, yes.
All right, we'll go with Murdoch then, because then we'll kick Bernard to more of a weak side player, playing space and coverage. That's a hell of I would walk away from this draft in love.
So the next team that's on the clock is the Detroit Lions again. And Detroit just took Tyler Onyedim after they took Zion Young and Blake Miller, I believe.
No, Akeem Mesidor.
Or a Mesidor. Okay, thank you. Mesidor and Blake Miller. And then Onyedim. Thoughts on what you think the Lions would do here? Is there a BPA?
Wait, who have the Lions taken?
Mesidor, Blake Miller, and Onyedim.
Mesidor, Blake Miller, and Onyedim.
What is so? You're saying Terry Arnold didn't fit their scheme. What is the scheme that they are looking to run? Because they
I
brought in
was
DJ
going to go
Reed.
back to corner.
I think somebody told me they run a lot of man, but he's a zone corner, or it was the other way around. It was whatever Arnold wasn't good at.
So I'm pretty sure I liked him more as a zone guy than a man guy, but I thought he had the athleticism to deal with it. So maybe that's what they're looking for. I like Prysock in this range. That's really my guy over like a Domani Jackson. I don't know where you're leaning towards with here. This Newt.
I've got of who's left. I've got Chandler Rivers, probably the highest, and then Hezekiah Masses. But
Yeah, but are they like pure like man cover corner guys?
I think
But-
with
Are they
They
kneecap
have
biters?
they have branched, right? And Branch and Rivers
the
would play the
problem.
same position, right? Yep.
That's the problem. I would say that Rivers is probably the best man cover corner, but he's probably going to be a nickel because he's itty bitty. So I would say that I'm gonna just throw one out there that's like also in this range for me. Actually he's higher. Is Devin Moore still on the board?
No, Devin Moore went
Oh.
round 3.
Damn it. Let's
Actually, technically, he went early round 4, but same difference.
let's go Prysock then. I'm fine with that.
That is a Dan Campbell kneecap biter at corner if I've ever seen one.
Here we go.
Okay, Chicago. So, Owen, we have to find a player that's going to piss Newt off to send him to the Bears.
Open up long snappers. Got to beat Newt, do his own joke. There's
Eldrick Hall,
Grayson Halton.
C.J. Allen, Michael Taft, Grayson Halton. That's just a really good draft for Chicago there. I think they could still
Unfortunately, it
double
really
down
is.
they could double down at defensive tackle because I think they also need a bigger guy.
They need a big guy. Honestly, like a guy like I saw Xavier Harris. I don't love Xavier Harris by any means, but like I think
Are you trying
of
to
the guys.
sabotage them?
I'm legitimately reading through my rankings right now of guys that I would consider to be a like nose tackle. Actually, I have Tim Keenan the third ahead of him, so I shouldn't say that. But I know
How
you.
about Brandon Cleveland?
Cleveland he's down there for me. I think this is really early for Brandon Cleveland.
Me
Okay.
too.
I've got
What?
of the guys that remain that are like,
How about
could
Nick
play-
Barrett?
isn't he a little bit smaller?
Yeah. He's not
Okay.
like
Nick
I don't
Barrett,
love him as a one tack.
Yeah, like it would be either Tim Keenan or Xavier Harris.
Can
I mean, like,
I counter with a different Ole Miss player at a
Yes.
different position?
I was hoping
Because
so.
right now they
Oh, this is scribbling.
because they traded away more, so they have Odunze and Burden, but Burden's more of that slot type, and so their starting slot I think is Olamide Zacchaeus. So if you want to move Burden more as a slot type player, you grab a Stribling, put him on the outside with Odunze, then you got Burden and Loveland as your 4 eligibles.
I hate that. I love that.
You hate that you love it.
Yeah.
That
it's
means
the
it's a
quote of
good
the
pick.
podcast.
That actually makes sense.
Yep. Great job, Owen. I like that idea too. As soon as you started saying, I got another idea. Those are usually good picks. Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, so Newt, you got to give a player to Miami that Owen and I will hate.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. Who do we got?
They're
Dolphins.
Ty Lemon, D'Angelo Pons, Brandon Cisse, Josiah Trotter, Danny Dennis Sutton, Jacoby Lane, Jude Bowery.
Damn, they got Jude Bowery too?
Okay. Newt, is there a quarterback that you like?
Not here. I like Klubnik better than just about anyone that's up there still. I like Beck, but
And that's
I'm
why
not
you
I'm not
lost
on the
McKee.
Miami draft an early quarterback train. Like I know a
This
lot of other
isn't
people are.
early. This is round 4.
Yeah, it's early. He gets good value here.
Well, you would also know who would be good for them to pick because this is going to be basically
This is a Packers regime.
South.
Yeah, this is pulling back to the Ron Wolf.
How do you feel about Zane Durant in that system?
He's too small.
For a 4-eye?
If I was going to hold the phone. Do they? Oh yeah, are they going to run a 3? Yeah, they are. Or no? What are they going to run for their scheme? I would assume it's a 4-3.
Is it? I thought they were going to run what they ran up in Green Bay.
So I don't know. I would assume maybe Halfley will take over and control that. Maybe it'll go DC. I don't know.
They need a tight end. Is there a tight end here that you like?
Not really. Not after Roush and
Okay.
Look, I gotta pull up our lads. I gotta do it. I don't know why it's taking me.
They have it down as a 4-front. So it's Chop Robinson, Kenneth Grant,
Yeah.
Zach Sealer, Josh Uche, with Ojabo as a backup, Zeke Biggers, Jordan Phillips. They're pretty stout in the middle. They could use another edge, which I don't know. Did they take one already?
Yeah, they
took Dennis Sutton.
That's that
Okay.
man. If you talk about like coming from the Packer tree, oh yeah,
And
there you go.
and when he was available in round 3, I'm like, that feels like a Packers pick. So he
It
should go to
is.
Miami.
He
Yep.
is a Packers pick. All right.
I would look at another wide receiver maybe here because they have Malik Washington,
they
Jalen
desperately
Tolbert,
need wide receiver.
Tutu Atwell, Jalen Tolbert, Malik Washington, plus add Makai Lemon. That doesn't really fix everything.
So Lane and Lemon aren't enough.
Oh, Lane, they grabbed Lane too. Never
Oh, they
mind.
got Jacoby Lane. I was just listening.
Yep. And next year
Missed
they
that
can
part.
draft Mayava, and they
Yeah.
can just reunite the USC band back together.
Their offensive line isn't terrible. I mean, they need like maybe a right guard. If Sawyer doesn't work out.
So Hecht
We
is
are
here.
going to go with Aaron Graves, who's still on the board, who
Ooh.
comes in and plays a really nice 3-tech next to Kenny Clark. Maybe Sealer plays his year, but he's kind of aging out. Graves is there. It's a really nice compliment in an even front, if that's what they're going to end up going with.
That hurts. my
Oh,
soul
Owen,
to see that.
am I wrong here?
That hurts my soul to see that happen. So no,
Am I wrong?
absolutely correct.
If I've upset you, this is a good thing.
Touche, sir.
There we go. To your Stribling, I give you Graves.
Patriots are back up.
Fuck.
Oh, how can we
Go back
piss
to
them
back.
off anymore? Yay. Let's go.
So reminder that they've
Oh, we had
taken
Roush.
Zion Young, Skylar Bell, Isaiah World, Sam Roush.
The both linebackers I like got taken.
They currently are relying exclusively on Elijah Vera Tucker to stay healthy at left guard.
That's the problem.
So that's the only weak spot in their offensive line at the moment.
And watch, like AVT is actually gonna like play
Route
every
is
single
here.
game.
Jeremiah Wright.
So my best available would be is Jalen Farmer still available?
No, Farmer's off the board.
So J.C.
Farmer
Davis,
should-
Cage Casey, Nwewu,
Davis is here.
Shrouth. Davis would be my best available left on the board.
I've got you got Davis ahead of Shrouth?
Yeah.
Then we can go Davis. That's fine.
Yeah,
I haven't
and
looked.
Shrouth
I haven't
has
looked
some
at Davis
injuries.
yet.
I think people are high on Shrouth, but I think there's medicals that are going to keep him till the end of day 3.
Did he have anything besides this year? I'm not sure.
I thought
This
it
year,
was a
no.
career that was filled with injuries, but
Because he had the
maybe I
MCL sprain
misread
this
that.
year.
Okay, so the
'Cause he-
Saints are
Okay.
up. So the Saints, Caleb Downs, Colton Hood, Derek Moore.
Real quick for Shrouth, 2024 had ankle surgery, 2025 had another ankle surgery, and 2025 had an MCL sprain.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Owen.
You're welcome.
I
The
I
Saints
kinda
could
know where I
probably
wanna
use
go
an
with this.
offensive lineman. Oh, what are you thinking, Newt?
I gotta pull their depth chart up really quick, but I have like a knee jerk reaction.
I do too.
What's yours, Owen?
Yours is not going to be mine.
What position are you thinking at?
Wide receiver.
I was thinking running back.
Oh, okay. That's totally fair, actually.
I was thinking the Nebraska kid.
Mike Washington.
Emmett Johnson.
Or Emmett Johnson.
Yeah. I'm not a big Mike Washington guy. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm Washington.
Brennan Thompson is here.
Yeah.
And the Saints have 2 picks coming up here. So
I'd be
the
leaning
Saints,
towards the guy that Owen hates. Because I don't want someone to compliment Chris Olave. And I think that there's a guy that's sitting on the board that could absolutely do that. However, I have Emmett Johnson like within 3 spots of, or no, I don't, but close enough to said individual. Where if we wanted to go with running back and go with Emmett Johnson, I'd be down for that. I've got Emmett Johnson like 90 over on my board.
I mean, because they're jammer a love spot, are they not?
I would think, yeah, it got to be.
They acquired a running back.
Oh, Travis Etienne. Never mind, I lied.
Yep.
don't take a running back.
Oh, how did they get Etienne? Because I remember seeing this.
Free agency.
It's not Travis Etienne. It's Travis Achin.
Ashen.
Ashen. That's it. Ashen. Travis Ashen.
Also, they have their big body slot guy and Deshaun Bailey already on the team.
I don't want a big bodied slot guy. I want a big bodied outside guy with Malachi
Fields is a big body slot guy.
No, he's not. He's not a slot guy.
He can't release off the line of scrimmage. No,
Yes, he can.
You guys are hysterical.
This man, all he does is just go up and make big catches downfield, and Owen's like, he sucks.
If you could have negative separation, I think he'd have that. If you could
Not
get bullied by smaller corners on your resume,
We're
he'd
talking
be
about him as
top
a late
stars.
4th round guy, a dude that just like goes up and makes
I
plays.
would rather have Aaron Anderson in that role. I'd rather have J. Michael Sturdivant in that role.
You literally picked like the most unathletic, tiniest guy that you could have. Do you know what Aaron Anderson just ran for a 40? He was like a 4.55.
Wait,
Yeah, let's
maybe,
get a guy that's
maybe
like
I'm thinking
5'2"
the other
out there.
LSU. Who's the other Nick
No,
Anderson?
Aaron
That's
Anderson sucked at his
No,
testing.
you're Barry and Brown.
I don't want to.
There's a big body
Sabian,
LSU
was
guy
it
too.
Sabian Thomas, Chris Hilton?
I mean, they're all there. They're all supposed to be fast. None of them were. Oh,
Not
About
Aaron Anderson.
offensive
Is it Nick
line
Anderson?
depth. Yeah, you have that right,
I mean-
Nick Anderson. But I think
Yeah,
Nick
Nick-
Anderson went back to school.
yeah, he went back to
You're
school.
right.
Yeah,
You're right. So I'd rather have J. Michael Sturdivant than Malachi Fields. That would be the one I'd have there. But
This is ridiculous.
offensive line is never a bad pick. I mean, they went Kelvin Banks last year. They signed David Edwards. They had Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, Talise Waga, Dylan Radunes as a primary backup. That's not. I mean, if you wanted to get somebody to maybe push Ruiz getting older or Eric McCoy because of injuries, maybe.
Paige
I think
Casey
wide
is
receiver
still
would be-
here.
Yeah, Cage Casey would be. I think wide receiver is your best shot. We can go Malachi Fields. We'll give Newt his bone with Malachi Fields.
that's because
Okay.
Owen's finally realized. I think that
I don't have
wide receiver-
another hour and a half to argue this.
I
That's
think
what I
I was
realized.
going to give up. I think wide receiver is a big need for New Orleans, and if they haven't grabbed one now, Fields will be the next highest on my board, and I think he complements someone really well. Unlike what Owen says. But moving on.
Owen, you're on the clock for Buffalo.
All right.
Malik
This is gonna be-
Benson, Red Murdoch, Caden McDonald, Jay-Sean Barham.
This is gonna be an interior offensive lineman.
I think I know who you're going with.
So just to shout out some names, there's Cage Casey still on the board. That's Jerry's guy. I know that. Nwewu I like, but I don't know if I like him for the scheme specifically. We just talked about Shrouth. Nah, we're gonna go with my guy, who's gonna be my more developmental guy there in the back. I don't know if you have him on the list already, Jim.
You want Caden
But
Barnett?
He Caden Barnett from ye olde Wyoming. He'll get the
Caden
second
Barnett,
Wyoming-
baby!
The second player to get his jersey retired there from the Buffalo Bills, there in Laramie.
Love it.
Love me some Caden Barnett.
Okay. So the Raiders.
I was actually going to bring him up a little bit earlier for whoever else we were talking about interior. I know I'm higher. I got DJ Campbell slightly ahead of Barnett. but Barnett definitely is in this range.
You can attest this, Newt. I've hated DJ Campbell since we watched him last year.
Oh, easily. Oh, you know what it was when we were talking about taking Billy Schrauth. That's
There it is.
that's when I was thinking about Caden Barnett there.
Okay. So the Raiders are up. Mendoza, Ioane, Branch, Brevard. I like it. I think this is going to be defense unless there's an offensive tackle.
That's what
Like,
I was thinking.
Newt, is there an offensive tackle you'll pound the table for here? Like Owen doesn't like crown over.
Owen's
there
watched
an-
so many more tackles than me. What pick are we at? 134. I've got Emil Wagner at 146. He'll probably end up sliding back a little more than that, but that would be one that I would be at least like maybe toying with here.
I'd be fine.
Oh,
with
where are you on Wagner?
I felt like he was a good player coming in the summer. He didn't really impress me a ton this season. Not to like take a bigger leap that I thought maybe he could. But he's definitely a guy who's more developmental. If you think DJ Glaze is still your guy at right tackle there, and you have Colton Miller still in play, and you have Charles Grant in the back, you can definitely get a good competition going there and see if you can get more out of Wagner than maybe you can get right away from him. So I do think that's a good landing spot for him with the players they already have in place there.
Okay. Next pick.
Have we technically hit row 5 yet?
Not yet.
No, we are in the comp pick section around 4.
All right.
So, so we're 30 picks away, 25 picks away from Green Bay's next pick.
All right, so I mean, speed it the hell up, Newt.
Yep. Pittsburgh. Yeah, well, we can like alternate between the two of you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pittsburgh is on the
this
clock.
is my pick then now, right?
Yep. Go
All right.
for it. So
they-
Pittsburgh, Simpson, Banks, Williams, Scott, Farmer, Llewellyn.
Yeah, I forgot.
Boundary corner. I would if I was looking like boundary corner, Farmer's a guard, so maybe another tackle because Broderick Jones is probably gonna play out this year and then they're not going to extend him. So they need another tackle in their system.
That's true.
Can I throw a suggestion out to Newt?
Go for it.
Keegan Trost.
Trust available. I think he is. Yep.
Do you have trust like being able to play on the outside at the next level?
Yeah, I have him graded as a tackle. I think
Okay.
he can definitely project inside the guard, but he played phenomenal at Missouri. He's just a 7-year player in college.
Wait, why do we have Jalen Farmer listed as an offensive tackle?
Because that's what somebody put him into the spreadsheet as.
Oh my God.
I copied somebody's spreadsheet, but I agree he's a guard.
Yeah,
I do
there-
agree.
There we go. I'll defer to Owen here, and we'll go trust. I was kind of toying around with running back, but we can go trust.
Oh, you're off the bandwagon with your boy?
No, but it's late 4th round. Like I'll get a guy to compliment him.
Oh yeah, and
Like Jalen
the
Warren?
Steelers have plenty of picks left, so
Jalen Warren is going to become old and decrepit in a blink of an eye.
Wow.
so Newt, you're up for the Saints again.
Oh, I get the Saints. All right.
Fields, Moore, Hood, Downs. Is there an offensive lineman you like here in the Saints, Newt?
Hold the phone real quick because
And they have one more pick that we'll be calling out for them tonight. So
dude, they're good on tackle, right?
Yeah, they have Fluaga and they just drafted Banks.
yeah.
Okay, so they're good there.
Yeah, Drew likes Tiernan. Like if the right situation comes up where Tiernan's available, Drew Collins likes Tiernan. So that's a tackle that if he doesn't work out can kick into guard. So offensive lineman depth, you're probably not going to find a player like that here in round 4.
We're gonna go.
But,
we're gonna go Strouth. This is where Strouth would come off the board for me.
Okay.
He's available, right?
He is. I just have to remember how to spell his name.
SCH.
There we go.
I got my AGM here to help me out for the rest of these picks.
Okay, so, Owen, you are up for the
Mowgli, what do we
Philadelphia
think?
Eagles.
This is actually the rarely seen other cat. This is Milo.
Milo,
This is more the cuddler.
other cat.
So, Owen, Malachi
Eagles.
Lawrence, Bryce Lance, Oscar Delp, Thaddeus Dixon, Bud Clark. Who's the next player that should become a Philadelphia Eagle?
Thinking interior defensive line.
They also need a tackle to replace
Yes.
Lane Johnson.
Who's a high upside developmental guy you can get?
Oh well, I do have one on my board. I don't know if he's still available though. Is PJ Williams still available?
He's not in this draft.
DJ Williams went back to school.
Oh my god, I do this every time we do this. I don't.
Oh, when
I
it's
miss
April,
one.
you got to update your board there, bud.
I have a bunch of other guys that are
Like,
not out.
Owen, were you were out on Crownover?
I mean, he's not my favorite. I'll say that. But I think if you're gonna look for a guy, to be
Wait,
a
what about
developmental
Cage Casey?
tackle, a tackle?
If you're looking for a true tackle, I think you would go for Crownover over
He's the
Casey,
only one
right?
I would relatively
Okay.
like accept being taken here. So we'll go Crown over here, but
All right.
begrudgingly.
Okay, and then Newt, you are up next. San Francisco is up with back-to-back picks.
Owen, are you cool if I just make both of these?
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay. Fano, Stowers, Ramsey. And these are the last two picks San Francisco has.
Only if you tell me how
Oh.
much you like the Stowers pick.
Stowers, Ramsey.
So generally speaking, I would think San Francisco needs it's either edge rusher or receiver for I think at least one of these, maybe a corner. And Kenny, if you're in the chat, feel free to drop your suggestions as well.
Yeah, I'll take those suggestions for sure. But I think that one of them is corner. I'm gonna go Hezekiah Masses then, because I
What's
like
your
my
opinion-
boy.
What's your opinion on Brendan Thompson?
I don't have an opinion on Brendan Thompson,
As in you haven't watched him yet, or as in you don't care?
as in I haven't watched him yet.
He's small. Will get blown over like by a leaf blower.
I love the setup already.
But he is disgustingly fast in a straight line, but also has a ton of twitch moving laterally. Like if you have a slot option or spot available for him to give him some free releases, there is not a better down the field stretch in this class speed wise.
All right. They need that. Let's go Brendan Thompson then.
Love it.
Deion Burks is
Okay.
still here? Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
It's all about who has who high, right? So the
Yeah.
Jets are up here at pick 140.
Kicking off round 5, baby.
Owen, Bain,
Chris Bell.
Delane, Besantis, Bell, Husky.
Oh my god, I hate that draft. I hate it. Oh, it makes me feel gross on the inside. Let's, you know what? Let's go Drew Eller here. Developmental quarterback of the future. Make me hate this class even more because I don't want to see this happen. Actually, this is the bad juju being put out that this class doesn't exist.
That's a good class right there. That's such a good class. Just so many Owens boys.
So many.
Well,
Oh
So-
my god.
so first of all, guys, it makes me feel good when you say that's a good draft because this is a credit to every draft professor that has done this activity with us, right? Because
Yeah.
you guys are like the 9th and the 10th or the 10th and the 11th draft professors to put your stamp on the mock. So I appreciate hearing that. That makes me feel good. Texans are up. Newt, this is you. Caden Proctor, Kristen Miller, Matt Gulbin, Traydon Stukes, Mikel Kamara.
Ooh, Camaro. Damn, that those 2 second-round picks are so good. Good job, me.
What a bum.
Stukes in the third is good too.
Who's the running back there?
Woody
They
Marks
just-
and
was it Montgomery.
guy from the Lions. Yeah, Dave Montgomery.
All right. Well, we just.
I still
Intentional
think
easier.
they could go running back, but I don't think it's as high of a need.
I don't think it's as high of a need, but now that we're talking about the 5th round, I am more than happy to take Emmett Johnson, who has fallen to this spot, gladly here.
I was going to
The-
shoot out Zane Durant's name because I know they have a propensity for having like an undersized interior defensive lineman. And
That would have
having
been a good
a
call out.
Insane pass rush.
That's fair.
Okay.
I will honor that, but I really think they need that compliment. I think Stroud needs someone to lean on. I don't know if Woody Marks and whoever else it was. I'm already forgetting.
So
Are
the
the answer.
Titans, I love the Titans draft in this. It's Reese, Johnson, Hurst, Coleman.
Ooh.
Oh, Coleman. I was looking
Newt-
if they didn't take Coleman.
Yeah, so Newt, they haven't taken an interior offensive lineman, and Dunker is a frequent player I see mocked early. Is there a guard here that you like for Tennessee? And they have
I have
another
a- I have a
pick coming
suggestion.
up if you got a better idea. Oh, and go ahead, give a suggestion.
I was going to go with Fabechi Nwewu, guard / center. I like him a lot as a guard. He ended up placing in my top 10 centers video. 320-pound, great move blocker type. But for some reason, despite being north of 320, can't really get a lot of push or generate a lot of power there. I think someone who can develop offensive line and not have him be like give him one spot to play, not bouncing back between center and guard, and let him develop more physically. Can definitely get the most out of him there. So he'd be a favorite for me here at this point.
Let's go with that then.
Love it. So Jeremiah Wright is still available. Where is he for you, Owen?
Jeremiah Wright is in
From-
my... So Nwewu was one of my 3rd round grades still on the board. Wright is in my 4th round grades, 4th, 5th round grades. So he'll be in this range to go. So I'm definitely looking to see if I can land him somewhere.
Okay. I think I know what player Owen's going to take here, but Maui Noah, Parker, Hill, Cole Payton for the Arizona Cardinals.
Do you? What? I have an idea of who I want to go with off the cuff, but who's
I
your
kind of know who I want.
idea?
I want you to go with, but
I'm open ears. I have an idea, but I want to hear.
let me just. I gotta.
I
just-
think you're going Burks.
Okay, that was my idea to go with Burke. That was my gut reaction to have Michael Wilson on the outside with Marvin Harrison. You know, Kendrick Bourne doesn't change that. Devin Duvernay doesn't change that. Get like a true actual slot player there. Who is your idea, Newt?
they playing. Damn it! I forgot they're playing an odd front. I was gonna say Zane Durant, but with Darius Robinson and Walter Nolan, I'm out on that.
Yeah, I think Deion Burks is the move here.
So, and the reason I'm figuring that out, Owen, is when you say, "Oh, I'm surprised such and such is still here." It's this becomes like a BPA exercise in some ways, as long
Yeah,
as
I
the
mean,
team hasn't
Burks
taken that
is-
position already.
Yeah, Burks is wide receiver 12 on my board. He's
Okay.
awesome.
So the Titans are back up. Newt, thoughts?
What are the picks again? I gotta see.
So they've gone
Well, they just took
guard.
Nwewu.
I think what was the last pick made? Because I think I had an opinion.
They
And I
had
was
Nwewu
just-
at interior offensive line.
Oh,
they have
all right, we
Reese,
already did
Chris
that.
Johnson,
Yep.
Ted Hurst, Coleman.
So Reese, Johnson, Hurst, Coleman, Nwewu. They traded away their defensive tackle.
Sam Hecht out of Kansas State.
Okay.
Yeah, they traded away, but they brought in Jermaine Johnson to play the 5 tech, and they have John Franklin Myers they brought in for the 4I. Or vice versa.
Got it.
They have a lot of new additions, actually. I like the Sam Hecht pick, though.
I think it's
It
just
kind of
like
mesh.
Yep.
continue to build
meshes
that
really
up.
well with the way we play style wise. I think that'll be good, especially
And
for the Brian Dable scheme.
Yeah.
And what's amazing is that we're at 145 and you guys are still picking guys in your top 100,
Oh, easily, yeah.
right? I mean, I'm seeing how you guys are doing this. I mean, that's the same concept I would be doing, right?
Oh yeah.
So, Giants, Styles, Ahinakor, Brazel.
Giants are taking another gamble on a Tennessee wide receiver. All right. Love it.
I probably would go interior guy here because I'm not moved by Aaron Stinney or John Runyon at this point in his career.
They also need a safety.
Badly need a safety, actually.
With Javon Holland and Tyler Nubin?
Yeah, I don't know if you're excited about Tyler Nubin, but I'm not.
I like them coming out.
And
I
how
don't
old
know,
is
I haven't
Javon
kept up with
Holland?
them.
Once again, how old is Javon Holland?
Let's see.
If the age starts with a 3, I'm out.
Age is 26.
Damn it. Is he what? He's that young?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't really Tyler Nubin has a strong safety type. I definitely wouldn't be. I'm not super out on that.
So Bishop Fitzgerald is here.
Ooh.
Spears Jennings is here.
You mean Spears Jennings, apparently?
I copied the spreadsheet from somebody else. and
VJ Payne, I would really like here, actually.
Go for it.
There you go.
I think that'd be an awesome addition.
And that's why I love doing this, because we're just anybody watching this podcast. We have draft professors pounding the table on day 3 for guys. That's why we're doing this. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I got Payne
Cleveland.
118, so I'll take that.
So, Owen, you are up for the Cleveland Football Browns. They have done Monroe Freeling, Omar Cooper Jr., Caleb Lomu, Malik Muhammad, Zakee Wheatley.
How did they get Zakee Wheatley there?
Muhammad.
That's robbery.
No, I'm never a fan of Malik Muhammad anywhere outside of day 3. All right.
And again, it's one of those things, right? Because that was like when Durst and Peter were doing that. Durst said the same thing. He's round 3-4 on Muhammad, but they were looking at the corners that were there, and that was the one that they mutually agreed on.
Who's their
But
head
I
coach
do.
now?
Is it the guy from Arizona or from Baltimore?
Monken?
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
They need a second tight end then. Let's go Raritan. They have Njoku, or no, they have Fannin. They lost Njoku,
and Njoku.
and they run a ton of 2 tight end stuff when they was there in Baltimore. So,
Well,
thinking another
did they
receiver,
run?
but-
Did they run that because they had Likely and Andrews, or because he likes to run 2 tight end sets?
well, now he has 2 tight ends to run if he wants to.
Oh, that's fair. Great counterpoint.
Ravens are up
Oh, now the Ravens are up.
again.
All right, what are the dollar bills that have been left on the floor?
Caleb Eames or
Hey, Rutledge, Lou. We haven't even touched their defense yet. And we're about to be making, I guess we're only going to make 2 picks for the Ravens. And then they got a whole bunch more, right? If you look from 147 to 174, so they have 5 of the next 30 picks.
and in real life they would have traded down about 5 times since then to have even more picks.
Correct.
go-
Is there an edge? Is there an edge or a corner that you like?
Do they have a nickel? Like a bona fide nickel?
Kyle Hamilton.
Is that Hamilton?
No,
Or
I
Marlon Humphrey.
I don't want Hamilton in my nickel. That's the problem.
Or Marlon Humphrey.
Dude, give me Chandler Rivers here.
Okay.
This is where Chandler Rivers comes off the board.
With them drafting Malachi Starks?
Easily. I will take Starks as a free safety, Hamilton as a strong safety, and once again, Marlon Humphrey being 85 years old right now doesn't move me at all. That's a badass secondary at that point. And then you toss in Nate Wiggins, TJ Tampa, Chidobe Newsway. That's awesome.
Stop helping AFC rivals. As
sorry.
I'm about to help an AFC rival.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So, Owen, you're up for the Chiefs. Tyson, Terrell, Akis, Tiernan, Devin Moore.
Jesus.
When was Tiernan drafted?
Pick 74.
That's nuts. Also, is he going to play right tackle for them?
Doesn't
Sounds
matter.
like-
He'll play somewhere.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
true.
like a right tackle guard, like that. I mean, that was the discussion there.
Oh,
Is they-
seven,
they have
6'7" and
Sumatea.
half of them.
Sumatea is a left guard right now, who was previously a tackle. So I'm not saying they're. I wouldn't think they're totally. out of
Sumatea
that.
is not like 6'7.5".
Is he not that like super tall?
I didn't think he was that tall. I think he was like 6'6". Now I got to know.
He's 6'4".
Oh, and is there another wide?
He's 6'4".
receiver?
That's like a perfect guard size.
Like, Owen, are you like C.J. Daniels come to Kansas City?
Whoa, running back hasn't been drafted yet.
They had signed Kenneth Walker.
And
You know
I
what?
don't think signing Kenneth Walker.
You know what, Newt? You're not wrong. Let's give Kenneth Walker his Zach Charbonnet in the second spot he's going to go to. Let's go with Mike Washington.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Absolute bruiser.
Love that.
Just don't ask him to cut laterally. Turns like a
Yeah,
Luke truck.
Newt, you are up for the Cleveland Browns again.
Oh boy.
Good luck. They might lose Myles Garrett.
Is that actually the talks?
I mean,
They restructured his contract to make him more easily movable.
Okay.
I think they would also need a boundary corner because there's no guarantee that Muhammad's outside, right?
No, he's a slot only.
Ooh, I do
So-
not have his slot only.
Oh my god, that was my problem with him, was he got bullied by any kind of physicality whatsoever. Like he got bowled over.
Who are the cornerbacks that are left?
So Demings
Is-
is still here.
Ooh, this might be Demings. Yeah, we're going Demings. This is like right where I have him. I got him at 148. This is 149. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Owen, you are up for the New Orleans Saints.
They have a lot of picks in this range, huh?
Yes, they do. So they've gone Downs, Hood, Derek Moore, Malachi Fields, Billy Strauss.
God, that Malachi Fields pick is so good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Love it. Can't stop looking at it.
Can't
So-
stop.
Like, I'll just shout out some names here. Xavier Harris, Tim Keenan, Zane Durant. They haven't done defensive tackle yet.
Yeah.
Durant is slipping.
They, have
You were
Brian,
even
was
mentioning that.
they run an odd front, so they have Brian Brzee, Devon Godshaw, Nathan Shepard, Christian
Yeah.
Boyd.
You don't want that then.
No, not for Durant.
Paige Casey
how-
is still here.
Did we
But we
go
just
with
grabbed
we went with
Strauss.
Strauss, right?
Is that going to prevent you from taking a second offensive lineman?
If anything, I'd go Burton.
Burton from Kentucky.
Yes.
I'm thinking edge, to be honest
All
with you,
right.
because they have right now it's Chase Young
want-
as their number.
You want to go with
one.
Tucker?
I'm not a huge fan of Tucker.
Crawford?
I feel
Crawford's top 100 guy on my board.
Also not a big fan of Crawford.
God,
never
you
got
just
that one.
hate every football player that exists.
Vincent Anthony from Duke.
If you
What
say
about,
no,
Mason
Vincent
Rieger?
Anthony.
Mason Rieger from Wisconsin.
Is Q Hutchins still available?
233-pound Q Hutchins.
You have Chase Young at 270. I think we can compliment him a little bit there.
Yeah, so Owen, you have a new name for me there. So he's definitely Hutchins is definitely available, and I'm not familiar with the player.
Quintavious Hutchins?
Yeah, from Boston College.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. It took
The
me a
Q-
minute.
the
When
Q
you said
probably-
Q-
yeah.
the Q threw me off.
I
But-
just didn't want to fail at saying his name. I failed at saying a lot of names already.
Would you like me to spell it for you, Jim?
Did I get that?
No, there's a Y in there. But you were actually very close. A-Y. And then I think you're good. That's Jim? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
New, can you sell me on the Kieran Crawford? Because I watched him for when we did the Senior Bowl watch through, and it didn't sound like you were super high on him, and I definitely wasn't. I thought he was a DPR specialist with like is a black hole in the
So,
run game.
Owen, you liked him over the summer. You just kind of leveled out on him.
Yeah, I think he definitely he took a step back from me with the run game, and I felt like he was more of a one-trick pony as a pass rusher.
So I got to him late. I think he's got some good versatility. I really like the elusive play style that he can bring. So I think in that Saints offense, he could be really nice, especially if you're asking him to come in as like an outside linebacker. He's got a ton of reps in coverage, and I'm not saying that like for an edge rusher that I'm like, oh yeah, that's like what I'm pounding the table for. But I think that he's also really good in run defense, and he uses his hands well to get off blocks. The missed tackle percentage is like probably only one worse in this class is Max Llewellyn. And then I think that he does lack some play strength, but it's because he's coming in as more of a, in my opinion, like slightly 3-4 linebacker. Like I know he can play both ways, and he's got the size to play both ways. But I would see him just a little bit more coming off the edge, and I think he gives up a little bit of play strength.
All right, let me modify this question. Why should I like him more than Trey Moore, who I know you hate?
Trey Moore, hold on. Trey Moore on my board, because I have Trey Moore as a linebacker, is he's 169 overall. I don't know. I think Trey Moore's a guy without a home. That's like where I fall on Trey Moore. I think Barham has a home. I don't think Trey Moore has a home. That's my opinion.
So speaking of a team without a home, the Miami Dolphins are on the clock. And really, the Dolphins have a home. I just wanted to say that.
I thought you were transitioning to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I was like, Jim, that was a perfect transition.
So the Dolphins have only selected one offensive lineman, but they also haven't selected a safety, which is actually a pretty big need. Who is the best safety on the board? Is it Jacoby Thomas from Miami? Is it Lorenzo Styles? Is it Robert Spears Jennings? Is it Bishop Fitzgerald?
I have not watched any of those guys.
I would say Bishop Fitzgerald's I still have a top 100 grade on him.
Wait, the Bishop Fitzgerald that you hate out of USC?
No, the other USC safety.
You
Kamari
hate
Ramsey.
Kamari
He
Ramsey. I thought you
He
hated
doesn't
both
like
of them.
Ramsey. Yeah.
I thought you had both of them.
No, I like Fitzgerald.
All right. Well, fine. I'm totally fine with that. Like I said, I haven't watched any of those guys.
Did Demings not come off the board yet?
Yeah, Demings is off the board for sure.
Have I not deleted him? Okay.
it's like
I'll
three
go
spots
I'll go
down.
verify. Yeah, I'll go verify that. I think we've talked about him, but I don't think we've picked him.
No, we did.
Oh,
We
yep,
drafted
we
him
did.
for
To the Browns.
Saints, right?
Yep. Browns.
Oh, Browns. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we are up for the Dallas Cowboys at 152.
Dallas Football Cowboys.
So Dallas,
What do we got here?
Love, McCoy, Josephs, Corleone. They need safety and linebacker depth.
This is where I'm.
I could also see him going wide receiver here. I could also see him
could
hedging
also
the
see that.
McCoy pick with another corner.
Has DM Burke's been picked? He has, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Harold Perkins? What's our flavor on that?
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of love that.
I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, Jerry Jones likes selling tickets.
He's
Okay,
gonna be
I
selling
think it's
jerseys too.
Yep.
How is Zane Durant not been taken yet?
Because maybe
Well,
he's not a good football player.
You know
Oh my
something?
God, knock it off.
But
That's
think of it
ludicrous.
this way, right? If the
got
people
big
that were
hands.
picking before you weren't high on him, no way he was going off in round 3, right?
I'm
So
not.
you
saying,
guys are high on him. Find a spot for him.
I got him at 119. I'm not saying I'm like super high on him, but like he's still hanging out.
I have him at 174.
It's because you hate good football players.
Apparently. Keon Crawford. his ankle
Okay,
man.
well, Malachi Lawrence, Bryce Lance, Oscar Delp, Thaddeus Dixon, Bud Clark, Demetrius Crownover. The Eagles are on the clock here in
I almost
round
gave them
5.
Zane Durant here last time.
Let's go with Xanderan here. That makes sense.
Yep.
They'll take undersized guys that are twitchy and athletic and
Yep.
can disrupt stuff.
Okay, Ravens are up here at pick 154. So we've picked for the Ravens a few times on this podcast. And this is Dylan's favorite team, so I'm sure we'll hear a little bit about this pick from him on Twitter. But Carnell Tate, Keelan Rutledge, Connor Liu, Chandler Rivers.
I would be very much team Kieran Crawford right here.
You can go that. We're taking guys. This is the Newt Weston portion of the draft class. Or the mock draft.
And if you're high on a player, take him.
There you go.
Right? Tampa
Owen,
Bay.
where are you with? Oh, you know what? I should have thought of something else. Where are you with? I'm probably way higher. Jamari Taylor.
Well, you're definitely going to be higher. I'm not particularly in love with him. He's like all right. He's in this range, maybe a little bit lower.
Okay.
Boston Howell, Claire McClellan. Tampa Bay needs a linebacker. Is this Caleb Elam-Zor?
I have not watched Elam Zor. I've watched Deontay Lawson.
Oh, okay. And we
Lawson's
talked
an
about
interesting
Lawson
watch.
last time.
Lawson's an interesting watch.
Lawson's like 106 on my board. I have truthfully Lawson above Perkins, but it's two very different players.
I'd be fine with Lawson.
And we're almost getting to Newt's Packers pick. We're almost there, Newt.
Almost there. We're gonna make it.
We will make it. Okay, Indianapolis. I believe this is their third pick. Maybe it's their fourth.
Who
Fourth
ended
pick.
up going with Eller?
The Jets.
The Jets did.
And
Bolde.
Zoom off the board.
Bolde,
Oh,
Jackson Smith to the Colts. All
Is Cage
defense.
Casey still here?
He is.
He is.
Go
Let's do
Cage
that.
Casey.
Yeah.
Crazy he made it to the 5th round. His interior offensive line class is stacked.
Okay, 2 picks for the Carolina Panthers.
Oh God.
Casey Concepcion, Jake Slaughter, Dalen Everett, Justin Jolly.
They want a linebacker. I've been told they want a linebacker.
Is this?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know Keelan Zor at all.
Well, they wanted York, so we can go with Elam-Zor.
Love it. Elam-Zor.
What's their running back?
So they drafted a running back last year because I stashed him in the back of my dynasty team. But
So they have Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Brooks, Trevor Etienne, AJ Dillon.
oh, I was thinking this was the Colts. Yeah, they need a running back because Jeremiah Love would be an option if he fell to the Panthers.
I
I like Hemby.
would love Hemby here. Look at that.
There
Look
we
at
go.
that.
Okay, drum roll. I believe this is Newt's pick coming up.
It is.
Oh, we skipped
Oh,
a
we s-
Lions pick.
We skipped the Lions pick.
They
I-
wouldn't have taken either of those guys anyway.
Yep.
We are
They were late coming to the podium.
Yep.
yeah.
Mesidor Miller, Onyedim Prysock. Who's a good football player that they would just take?
Xavier Harris.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Find
I
away
would
from the
take
fit.
I'd take Tim Keenan ahead of Xavier Harris. They got enough legal issues with Jameson Williams already on the team. I don't think they want to invite any more.
Jaden Roberts at guard.
Well, I like that pick.
Built like
That's-
Blastoise.
I would go with that ahead of Harris.
That feels like a Dan Campbell interior offensive.
Yep.
I mean, like workout warrior, just like a big dude that's like you can kind of take in your wing.
Him and Sewell next to each other will throw people.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Newt, final pick of the podcast. Your Green Bay Packers
They're
are
taking Max
on
Bredesen
the
full.
clock. Dunker, Hunter, Overton. Green Bay has made it to pick 160 without taking a corner.
Who are the corners? And we
Your
snaked
boy's
them
still
all right
there.
in front of me. Yeah.
Damani Jackson.
Can you filter just by corner, Jim?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right.
So the issue is that if there's like an empty row, the filter didn't work.
Oh man.
So let me fix a couple of these.
I'll keep an eye out. Just looking at my board because we took all my boys.
Yeah, your real boy, Damani Jackson's there.
Yeah.
You might as well
yeah.
take him.
No, that's I won't. I just won't.
Damani
take
Jackson
corner.
round 5 though.
No, I don't like Damani Jackson.
Okay. Domani Jackson, Jaden Kennedy, Josh Moten, TJ Hall, Toriana Pride, Andre Fuller, Amari Harvey.
Josh Moten again.
Yep, and that's where we are.
Oh, it starts over. Never mind. Oh man.
Now, and these are only the corners that were taken in a prior mock draft. So
right.
I can think of some other guys. Like if I were to look at the simulator, I could give you Sayre Wright. Is that from Nebraska?
Maybe.
Barren wasteland.
I'm not gonna reach on that though.
You kind of screwed yourself here, huh?
Yeah, I pretty much did.
Would they like Skylar Gill Howard?
No, he's like, what is he gonna play?
The 4-eye.
Sure, yeah, whatever. He's just too damn small. That's the problem.
DJ Daniels.
Roman Hemby's gone.
Would they want a wide receiver to replace Dobbs?
I like Josh Cameron here.
Who's my best receiver left?
I also don't hate Jamari Taylor. Like, I like that pick too. Jennings Dunker, Lee Hunter, LT Overton, and literally no other cornerbacks.
Trey Smack, the kicker.
Yeah, kicker out of Florida, playing Lambeau.
You guys are funny.
Yeah, we did all this grind and we fought our way
I
to
know.
160 and it's just stick in the gears.
It's
Well,
just
It's good
stuck.
that Newt's here because if it was me, I would have stuck him with Domani Jackson. So I'm glad that
I
Newt's here.
I also would have stuck him with Damani Jackson.
Yeah, once again, I don't want to get stuck with the money.
Do you want another O-lineman?
So does Fuller meet the thresholds?
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. We're gonna go with Austin Barber. Offensive tackle out of Florida, Austin Barber. Yeah,
Is he still available?
yeah, Owen. He is still available. We're gonna go with that guy. I
I would have
literally
picked him
just
over Emil Wagner. I forgot
just
he
saw
existed.
him there when he was looking at Josh Cameron. I was like, "Holy shit, Austin Barber's available! Let's go, baby!
So,
This is awesome.
okay.
This
It
is
is.
amazing. What a great way to end.
Okay. So first of all, I want to say thank you to both of you because we plowed through half of round 5, and that's going to help the 2 podcasts tomorrow get round 5, 6, and 7 done. And it's because you guys put in an extra hour. So thank you.
Matt,
Newt, you want to let everybody know about the Cheesehead TV Guide and all the other great things that you do.
yeah, no, you guys, mostly number one. If you want to hear me talking about just the draft, you can find me here on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time for the next, man, it's like, what, 4 weeks left? It's crazy how quick
Correct.
it's coming up.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Cheesehead TV. I do all the draft content for them for their YouTube channel. And I also am a writer for their draft guide, which drops tomorrow. If you're looking for a phenomenal draft guide, please go over and at least check that out and take a thought about it. Other than that, I will be posting my top 100 on my website, zerotechdraft.com tomorrow. I'll be sharing it to Twitter, where you can follow me at NFL_Draft_Weston.
Oh,
Yes, so you can also check me out at the Cheesehead TV Draft Guide, which drops tomorrow. I wrote the interior offensive line section for that. Me, all know about the Packers' needs and wants in their history, as a diehard fan. But you can also catch me over at the Weekly Huddle, where I just dropped my second top 10 ranking video of the draft cycle. First off was nose tackles, just dropped centers, because do you know what my phrase is for this draft class, Newt?
Oh, I know it. Oh, what is it? Tell me again.
If you play over the ball, we have them all. We have a ton of nose tackles and centers in this class, so I wanted to drop those two because those are the sexiest positions possible in my eyes. So got those two going live, and also over at Twitter at Weekly Huddle, you can find my smart-ass tweets and usually me taking shots at Newt on the daily.
so
Like you don't earn
I
it.
want to thank everybody that's watching. I definitely want to thank Dylan, who is tweeting the picks out, and Dylan's like, he's 25 minutes behind. So apparently we were picking faster than he could type the tweets.
I believe that.
Dylan, you are awesome. Thank you. And give Dylan a follow. He is he's at Dylan R52. It used to be at Ravens Realist, but Dylan, it's awesome having you involved. So thank you very much. Want to thank Newt. Want to thank Owen. Again, this was a 2-hour podcast. They went longer than any of the other podcasters in Marathon Mock, but that means that we are going to get to talk about players in rounds 5, 6, and 7 tomorrow. Right? There's not a lot of stations that can talk about day 3 players. But as we were putting Draft Professor together, I was saying that's the prerequisite. I want to be the podcast that's talking about these guys that Owen and Newt just spent the last 2 hours discussing. You guys are awesome being able to discuss all of those day 3 players. So we have a lot of content coming at you at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern every weeknight. Next week is Epic Mock, which is 32 podcasters mock drafting against each other on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You will see Owen in the Buffalo Bills War Room with retired Buffalo Bills offensive lineman Jerry Ostrowski, other Bills draft professors, Randall Slifer, and there will be a lot of guests coming on. I believe Zig Fracassi from Sirius XM Radio is going to be coming on the podcast that Owen will be on. So you'll see a lot of special guests, and a lot of other podcasts are lining up guests. I've heard of some big guests showing up to the Jets War Room as well. So shout out to Steve for getting those in. But we are going to sign off of here for Newt, for Owen, for myself, and the 90 podcasters at the Draft Professor. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on a podcast again at 7 p.m. tomorrow, everybody.
Welcome to the Draft Professor channel, home of Epic Mock 26, April 9th, 10th, and 11th.